Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Artanis Casting. I'm Artanis, and I'll be commentating this game for you between Artanis in the red trunks playing Protoss and PuRiTaNeR in the blue trunks playing Zerg. Players are exchanging good luck for each other for this game. We are on Metalopolis for this game, and players have spawned in cross positions with Artanis in the north and PuRiTaNeR in the south. Due to it being cross positions on Metalopolis, we do have a long air and ground distance between each player, ensuring there is a macro game between each, and no rushes can take place because of the distance. You see Artanis placing down a pylon at his ramp, so we can expect a wall from him. Later on in the game we can expect to see airplay from possibly both players. From PuRiTaNeR we could see Overlord drops or Metalopolis harass, possibly Corruptors to go against Colossi Artanis may have out on the field later in the game. And from Artanis we may see Phoenixes to harass PuRiTaNeR's mineral lines or Void Rays to do the same job. Again, Metalopolis for PuRiTaNeR will do the same, harassing mineral lines and pick it off stray parts of Artanis' army. Who knows? This is the unpredictability to StarCraft 2. This is what we like. Starting the opening for Artanis, Simulator going down, and Gateway is halfway done. Zealot will be waypointed to the gap, which will be present when the Cybernetics Core is placed down. Overlord for PuRiTaNeR is keeping an eye on this natural, so he'll know when Artanis is trying. Ooh, a little bit of a miss rally there. As I was saying, Overlord will be able to keep an eye on when Artanis moves in to help deny that natural for as long as possible. Spawning pool is halfway done, so this probe will have free reign over his base. Cybernetics Core is going down, the second pylon is finished, ensuring that if Zerglings manage to slip through, like this drone has, and take down the pylon, the gateway won't be shut down. The Zealot is now being chrono boosted out to get rid of this drone, but he will see everything Artanis is doing, just like Artanis has seen everything PuRiTaNeR is doing. Probe is patrolling at this natural area to deny PuRiTaNeR's expansion, as Zergs do need to fast expand. The Zerg players typically need to stay one base ahead of their opponent to help maintain the advantage. Zergling's now dealing with that probe. Go on, bite him! Kill him! Nothing like food when you've first been hatched. Drone moving down to the natural to start the expansion. And we see Warp Gate being researched for Artanis. Nothing else to do on it yet. Double gas, so we could expect to see heavy Stalker, heavy Sentry play. And this is possibly saving for late or mid-game Colossi, or possibly even upgrades. Second gateway going down for Artanis, so we could see a 3-gate expo from him in the near future. Sentry is now being created for Artanis, so he will be able to block off this ramp against any early rushes. Zergling having a quick poke, just to see what Artanis has got, if he's battling anything for a quick rush. Metabolic boost is almost complete for PuRiTaNeR's Zerglings. Overlord is casually moving away, hasn't been harassed by that Stalker. Artanis takes a Zergling for free. Not huge of a loss. Creep tumors are being close to PuRiTaNeR, so he is going to be spraying that creep as far as possible and as quick as possible to help combat Artanis. Third gateway is almost finished, and we see a probe moving down to Artanis' natural, so a 3-gate expo is being done. Nexus is being placed now. 10 Zerglings are out on the field. Well, they're being hatched anyway. So PuRiTaNeR will be looking to get any surrounds of any stray units, possibly pick off some sentries that Artanis has. With those sentries he will be able to stop Zerglings and Baelings if PuRiTaNeR does go down that route to immediately attack his forces. If PuRiTaNeR does go into Baelings and Artanis has a huge clump of units, those sentries will be able to stop a significant number of those Baelings being straight into that ball and wiping out most of his forces. Zerglings are just going to skirt round, forge being placed down, so possible upgrades and helping create a funnel. More sentries are on the field for Artanis. We take a quick look at the unit counting station. We have 25 Zerglings for PuRiTaNeR, 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker, and 7 sentries for Artanis. So he is going very sentry heavy to help defend. Their tech being researched for PuRiTaNeR. Second gas being taken, so we can see that he is teching into gas heavy units, possibly Mutalisks, since there is plenty of opportunity to harass mineral lines and pick off the army. Again, Mutalisk will be effective against Colossi, as will Corruptors. So, 2 gases going down, that is natural as well. 2 spine crawlers being placed down to help protect PuRiTaNeR's natural from any early aggression. Zealots now being walked in for Artanis. We'll have enough sentries to hold for a very long time. Robotics facility going down for Artanis, so observers will be a definite. Possibility of immortals when if roaches start to come out in the field, and Colossi in the mid game. We see the Spire for PuRiTaNeR being placed down, so he will be going into Mutalisks, so harassment can be expected. Artanis does have the Forge, and he doesn't have that many Stalkers, so PuRiTaNeR will be able to do some harassment before Artanis clicks and puts photon cannons down at his natural mineral lines and his main mineral lines. More spine crawlers going in for PuRiTaNeR, so he's very paranoid about being pushed or rushed. That's when overseers are now being morphed from the observers, so he is able to create a defense against Dark Templars if Artanis does choose to go into them. Twilight Council going into the field now. Against Mutalisk, Blink Stalkers will be effective, so we could see Blink being researched and more Stalkers being walked in sometime soon. No Robotics Bay as of yet for Artanis. Zealot legs. Interesting choice. Again, there are a number of Zerglings on the field, so Zealots will be able to charge into the line, allowing the Stalkers and Sentries to kite the Zealots. Kite the Zerglings. Zerglings are rushing into the second expansion. They are going to attack this Nexus. They could possibly take it. Oh, a ton of Artanis cancelled it. Both the Nexus and the Pylon. PuRiTaNeR expanding to his own second expansion, third base, 2 spine crawlers to defend against any aggression, just as what PuRiTaNeR has done to Artanis. We take a look at the units killed. 4 for Artanis, 2 for PuRiTaNeR. Take a look at the armor supply. It is firmly in favour of Artanis by 3. Worker supply, pretty much even for the time being. Pylon going down, just to alert of any early pressure, again by these Zerglings. With the speeding, they are able to go in and out for hit and run attacks. The Zerglings are going to start applying pressure to this expansion yet again. Artanis needs to do something about this. Again, if he loses this Nexus, it'll be 400 minutes, but may be forced to cancel it again. PuRiTaNeR forcing to cancel engaging these Zealots. Too many Zealots for the Zerglings to handle, and they hightail it out of there. PuRiTaNeR delaying this expansion for Artanis as long as possible, so he can have the economic lead over him. Dual hatcheries are natural, allowing PuRiTaNeR to macro up heavily, so drone heavily, or indeed get more units out at a quicker pace. We see a Robotics Bay researching extended thermal lance, so Colossi are coming out onto the field now. Blink is being researched for Artanis' Stalkers, so he's either anticipating Mutalisks, or he just does it as a matter of course. 3 more gateways being placed down, so plenty of gateway units will be coming out soon. Mutalisks are on the field. Probably not a huge amount. Let's have a look at the unit counting station. Ooh, 13 Mutalisks on the field for PuRiTaNeR. I probably missed something there. Colossi is on the field, moving along with his forces. Forward pylon going down for Artanis at the Zelnaga Watchtower. This will allow him to keep pressure on. The Berserker is in the mix, so Artanis will start being able to push back this group. Picking up one Mutalisk for free. Artanis is going to start applying pressure to this expansion. Zerglings are massing near it. Colossi is doing hugely. The sentries are extremely well placed, allowing the stalkers to kite these Zerglings. Colossi is doing a huge amount of damage. Mutalisks are coming in from the back, and the sentries are dealing with it, and the Mutalisks aren't focusing on the Colossi like they should. All the Zerglings have been wiped out. The Mutalisks aren't focusing on the Colossi like they should. Not doing enough damage. The sentries are going down rapidly, so are the stalkers, but this could be a close one. 3 Mutalisks, 1 stalker, that's it. Artanis needs to pull this Colossi back before he loses it. He will lose him more due to the massive Zerglings, and he's going to lose this Colossi. He loses it. PuRiTaNeR proving why the Zerg is called the Swarm. Artanis is getting more stalkers out on the field to help deal with those Mutalisks, which I feel was a deciding factor. Here comes a possibility of a counter push by PuRiTaNeR, taking down this forward pylon. Artanis knows he is coming. More stalkers are being walked in to deal with those Mutalisks. 2 Colossi are out on the field now. 222 upgrades are now being researched for PuRiTaNeR. Artanis pushing back the Zerglings. No losses on Mutalisks in that engagement. We see a 3rd expansion 4th base going down for PuRiTaNeR. Still no air armor for PuRiTaNeR, so the 2-1 upgrades of the Protoss will be able to inflict a fair amount of damage onto him. We do have a 3rd expansion 4th base going up for PuRiTaNeR, staying 1 base ahead of his opponents, but it looks like this push from PuRiTaNeR, Artanis could take it. PuRiTaNeR does see it, and he is moving all of his Mutalisks and his Zerglings to try and defend it, but does not have the critical mass he is looking for. If we take a quick look at the unit counting station, we have 20 stalkers on the field for Artanis, so that'll be more than enough to deal with the Mutalisks which are currently out on the field. Pro transfer going on, 3 spine cores are going to go down. Artanis is still hanging around, looks like he is going to make the push now. Overseer sees it, and here we go. Colossi are taking on the Zerg, and so it's forcing them to stop. Mutalisks are trying to engage the stalkers, but there's too many stalkers. The Mutalisks are being whittled down, they're not doing enough damage to Colossi. Colossi are moving to take on the Nexus. The Mutalisk number is being pushed down rapidly. Great blink micro from Artanis. There are barely any Mutalisks left. They are focusing on the Colossi, but it seems to be too late. 1 Colossi does go down. Can he take the 2nd? He shifts his attention back to the stalkers. 2 Mutalisks left. Can't do enough damage. His base will go down unless PuRiTaNeR can pull something out of lag. There is barely any unit production for him. Colossi is taking out the Zerglings at a rather rapid rate. There's just... He may lose this Colossi, he may lose it. No, he doesn't, he keeps it. Colossi is still kiting this Nexus out of the range. Probes are being pulled off the line to try and focus on these zealots. There's just 1 stalker left. These Mutalisks could take down this Colossi and this push. Wow, that was a brilliant push. The zealots are still in the mix. More stalkers have been walked in. They are going to take down these Mutalisks and kill that quick. This pressure by Artanis is completely devastating PuRiTaNeR. He only has Mutalisks left on the field. The stalkers are focusing, but great blink micro again by Artanis, taking down these Mutalisks. Zealots are now just whittling away everything they can. Probes are coming back, but there's only 3. The Mutalisks have gone down. He is now sniping out the observers. Ladies and gentlemen, GG.